It's day 5 of Booktubeathon 2017. It's been great. I'll tell you about my readings at the end of the video as always. So let's get on with the challenge because I'm so excited. The challenge for today was created by Marisa from Little Spider 9, and that's actually one of my favorite booktube channels, so I was so freaking excited when I found out she was going to be a host, and now just seeing the challenge is right up my alley. So the challenge is to create a class reading list. So you have to like imagine the class and what you would have your students read, and I think that's fascinating. I'm an AP EFL teacher. That's actually something I have wanted to do at the school where I work for a long time. The idea for that book club would be to mix like classics with like outlandish YA, so I would have them read like Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen, the Mean Girls of her time. Also like then something really weird like Grasshopper Jungle. However, for this challenge I've thought of something a bit more cohesive, and I would love to explore the idea of identity. I know it's kind of cliche, but this is for high school students, and I do think that accessing literature in a foreign language for them, such as English, in that context, it would be an interesting discussion to talk about like different senses of identity. So the first book I'm pushing for is The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros. I haven't finished this short story collection, but ever since I started it, I've been in love with it. Just from the prologue, you get the idea of being like Latin American but not Latino enough, but also not American enough. What I love about this book is that that's not the only dimension to it. It also looks at identity from so many different ways. Then the second book I would include is The Character of Rain by Amelie Nothomb. Amelie's parents are from Belgium, but she was born in Japan, and she grew up in Japan for the first 3 years of her life, and then she went abroad, and then she came back. So she's always had this weird relationship with Japan and her own identity. She writes in French, but her aesthetic is very Japanese-like. She's a very interesting character herself, and most of her books are really self-biographical. They are not autobiographies, but they have a lot of that element. It's also a really short and funny book, and I think everyone would enjoy it. The other book I haven't read, but I think it would be interesting and I would like to give it a shot. It's of course The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This is something that's becoming current here in Chile now, so I think The Hate You Give can give a little perspective. And also in Chile there's a historically relevant relationship between students and police force. I would also love to have Native Speaker by Chang Re Lee. This is also about like an Asian American character where your parents and your family identity and your like socials don't line up. Finally, I would finish off with Unwind by Neal Shusterman, and I know this is like out there, it's not the same. First of all, I think everyone would love that book, but I also think it does like present an opportunity to talk about what makes us us, what we think about. For example, Levi, he was conceived to be sacrificed, using parts of you to create something new. I think that's very interesting. So that's my reading for my identity book club in high school. Let's get a move on the reading. So yesterday I was up while Raylene Limay took to Twitter and did some sprints, and I was like, okay, yeah, I wanna do some sprints because I really like her channel and I think she's really fun. I picked up, as I had promised, the 10th book in the Series of Unfortunate Events series. I think this was like the right book to sprint through. Like before that, I also got a chance to get a move in A Season in Hell by Rimbaud. This is way more experimental than I thought it would be, and the biographical note at the start really helped me understand where it's coming from. So yeah, I'm enjoying all 3 books I'm reading. Oh, 4. Today I expect to finish the Read a Book Completely Outdoors. See you tomorrow, maybe. Tomorrow I go back to work, so let's see how that goes.